That's right. Hey y'all, Jesse Raub Jr. here. We're going on a little road trip. We're going to be going across Texas. We're going to make a stop in Austin, Texas. We're going to be going to High, Texas. And we're going to be going the other side of San Antonio. To cap the trip off, we got an awesome surprise for our veterans. That's right. Welcome to historic High, Texas. Y'all follow me inside. Let's see what they got this way. Look at that. It's for all different kinds of situations. I mean, we've got the special, the bull, all. Oh. I mean, can you believe that? That's funny. I don't care who you are. And the good. They need a bad. They got the good. They got the bull, the special, the all. We need a bad. Oh, and chicken. I know a few people that this would fit perfectly. We're in High, Texas. We're at the High Market right now. We're headed to Garrison Brothers Whiskey to go see a little whiskey be bottled. Something I've never seen, hopefully something you've never seen. Come check it out. Man, look how beautiful it is out here. And they got good whiskey. Feel the heat coming off this thing, and the smell is awesome. I mean, it is something. Right when you walk up, man, you can smell it. If I've never seen this, man, this is something to come check out. And the views you can probably see for 50 miles around here. It is beautiful. Some of the most beautiful country you've ever come across. I told y'all this is some award-winning whiskey, and this is proofs in the bottle in this case. And obviously you can see 2016, man, they won some awards here, awards, getting awards in bourbon whiskey, man. This is Texas competing with Kentucky. Texans take stuff pretty serious. We kick butt and take names, and this is a prime example of Texas kicking some butt and taking some names. Garrison Brothers Whiskey, they're the real deal, Holyfield. We've got corn, we've got wheat, and we've got barley. They take these three grains and they grind them to make this. And this is actually what starts the process right here. That's what's going on into the big bins. They pump it in there, and basically they start mixing, man, letting this thing do its process. If you look at this right here, this has kind of already done its thing. All the activity as far as bubbling is gone. So this one is about ready to turn the pump on and send over to the distillery and let them take it from there.
All the bottling that we do at Garrison is done through volunteers. So this is just volunteers in here to help us out. We get normally about 20 people a day in here to kind of fill the line and help us out. Here we start with filling the bottles, and we get them corked and light checks, and then they come to the dipping table here. We use a chunk of deerskin lace to wrap around the base of the cork, where the cork meets the glass.
All right.
A little chunk of deerskin lace. We cut them into these little strips, so they just dip it in the wax, wrap it around there, so that when they're dipped, that's what you pull on to break the seal and open it up. We send them down the road to the dippers. They dip them. We stamp a Texas star on the top of every one. Then the gal down there will light check them just to make sure the dip job's good and there's not any char or anything floating in the bottle that we didn't see down here. And then we'll clean it up, package it up, put it in a box.
Hey y'all, my buddy Mark Powell right here. Mark was here for the 10,000th barrel of whiskey distilled here at Garrison Brothers Distillery. He's a great supporter of Garrison Brothers. He's a great supporter of Texas music. And he's one of my biggest supporters, one of my best friends. Y'all check him out, Mark Powell. What can I get y'all?
One of those bottles to go.
I got it going on right here. A little sneak peek for y'all. What's coming up next at Garrison Brothers Whiskey? That's right.
We'll take it. Y'all have a good afternoon. Thank you for being a part of this.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks for coming out.
Smells smooth. I'll guarantee you that. Nothing like being a little patriotic in your gas buying experiences when you can get. Let me just show you this. That's American pride right there, Jack. Red, white, and blue coming at you live from Austin, Texas, where we're having a gas shortage. And I'm guessing it's because of all the people from Houston, San Antonio, everywhere. Everybody is on the run from Hurricane Harvey. This is the real deal, y'all. And we're taking a road trip across Texas. Coming at you. We're fixing to kick Harvey right in the teeth, Jack. And this is like 5 seconds worth of rain. Yep. Man, we've been driving through the hurricane. I think we're about 300 and something miles into this deal. We made it through all right. We're right on the outskirts of this deal right now. It's getting pretty hairy all around us. It's been hit or miss. We've come through some bad rain, and the wind is killer, man. I mean, we've got some pretty good wind gusts that's kicking the old band van around the road. But we made it. We're glad to be here. We're honored to be here. And just give back, man. That's what this thing's about. We're here at Trinity Oaks, man. This is what our whole trip's been about. We're here to give back a little bit, pay tribute to some of these wounded warriors that just sacrificed for us. So we're here to just give back a little bit. Tom, thanks for having us. We are just honored to be here, man, and just give back to these veterans. For some of the people that are going to be watching this and don't actually know what you do, tell us a little bit about Trinity Oaks and what y'all do here for the veterans.
Well, first of all, we really appreciate y'all coming out and being with us and helping us honor these guys. You know, freedom isn't free, and these guys have sacrificed. They're all Purple Heart veterans for our freedom, so thank you all for what y'all are doing.
Absolutely.
Trinity Oaks was originally founded as a youth organization. We took over 1,000 kids into the outdoors. We took over 500 combat and Purple Heart veterans. We did 12 dream trips last year, and we distributed over 100,000 pounds of wild game meat to orphanages and homeless shelters throughout Texas and northern Mexico.
Awesome.
And it's amazing. We also do events for, we call them caregivers events, for the wives and mothers of the wounded warriors. A couple days of pampering and just fellowship and time away focused on them for the wives and mothers of the wounded warriors. And then this past year we also launched a program called Star Kids, where we get the children of peace officers, firemen, first responders that were killed in the line of duty. We get their kids and we partner them up with a person that served with their parent that passed away, and we have a mentoring program where we take them into the outdoors and they spend a weekend hunting, fishing. It does two things. It gets those kids with other kids that have experienced the same type of loss, but also gives them a mentor and builds a relationship with somebody that knew their parent and served with their parent.
Awesome.
So again, it's about giving back and changing lives.
From sitting in here and talking about going on a hunt and what you're going to shoot and how good you're going to do, and then when you get out there and your blood gets to going and your heart's pumping, most people that don't hunt don't understand the magnitude of what it does to you.
That's exactly right.
So
well, what amazes me is these guys all were in combat, and they're getting so excited when that deer comes. I mean, they're shaking and breathing heavy, and I mean,
buck fever.
It's buck fever. It's buck fever to the extreme. But it's getting them excited. You know, Justin is a good example. He had a very bad experience on another hunting trip with an organization. Just the way they handled it, and they tried doing some practical jokes, and it wasn't a good situation. And he had swore he was never going to go hunting again. He actually shot a doe last night, and now he's hooked. I mean, he's going for a trophy buck. He wants to come back and participate more. And all three of the veterans that are here, this is the first trip they've done like this, where they're, you know, completely taken care of. They've never had anybody do that for them, and they want to volunteer now and participate in other Trinity Oaks events so they can give back to other veterans. And that's what's just so awesome about Trinity Oaks. Even when we bring the youth out, whenever we do a youth hunt, 50% of the meat goes back to the family of the person that shot the animal. The other 50% goes to feed the homeless.
well, there's no better way to start your hunt than to start at the top. And these guys have started at the best place to hunt, Trinity Oaks. We're here to give back and just enjoy honoring these guys for a short period of time and saying thank you for their sacrifice. So they've started at the top, man. TrinityOaks.org, y'all check it out. I got a pretty cool surprise for y'all, so y'all stay tuned.
for you guys to come in and it means the world to us, man. Like initially, the military does a really good job of taking care of us.
Right.
And then when we get out, they forget. They train us to go to war, but then we get home and we're a bunch of broken souls, you know, who are confused on which way's up. And then for you guys, man, to take the time, because I know y'all are busy, man. And y'all could be probably anywhere in the United States right now, but you choose to be here with us, man, and that means a lot. When I got injured for the last time, I went to Walter Reed for a year, and then they transferred me to wait, let me back up. So there was obviously I'm not drunk. I got a head injury, so my thoughts kind of get mixed. We were responding to some small arms, and we jumped in the truck and went straight, straight at it, and we hit 800 pounds of HME. So when it went off, I was pushed this way, and my crew was killed. And so that's when I woke up in Walter Reed. So I spent a year there doing cognitive and speech, and then they transferred me to Virginia neurocare for another year. And while this was all going on, my wife at the time was like, because in the military, man, it sounds bad, but it's a third marriage, but this one's the only one that's been covenanted by God. Absolutely. And I wasn't a Christian before, but so she's like, she tells my mom, oh, well, he's not going to be the same, So while I was going through all this, the wife left, and another country song, it's all sad.
We'll write that one.
All right, and so then I went to Virginia. It's the #1 neurocare place in the country. For a year, and then I went to BAMC for another 2 years. So, man, I forgot what the point of the story was, but so that's how I got hurt.
Came in here tonight for a man who don't mind being used. I came for one like you.
And that speaks volumes about where your heart is. And for all the guys and gals out there watching, this is what it's about right here. This guy right here has paid the ultimate sacrifices for our freedom. Freedom is not free. No matter what people tell you, no matter what you think, freedom's not free. These guys right here fight for our freedom. And that's why we can lay our heads on our own pillows at night, pray to which God we want to pray to, do the things that we want to do and that we choose to do, is because of Justin and his brothers that have given the ultimate sacrifice, man.
Yeah.
This is totally awesome what you do. Justin, what's the name of the club?
The club.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
the club.
This club started back in Iraq, and it was the first time I had gotten wounded, shot, and I re-enlisted on that day to show that I wasn't scared. Drove my mom nuts, but
right.
I was at that time I was young, man. Nothing could stop me. So Vince McMahon, I don't know if you know him. He's like WWE man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I picked him up, and I stepped over some rifles. It was like a gay joke kind of deal.
Right.
And so, but the tradition is carried on, and I'm gonna show you some photos of who's in the club. So I'll start with Leon Panetta. He's the former head of the CIA and Department of Defense, or Secretary of Defense. And then my good friend Brantley Gilbert. We that's a pretty cool deal, man. We met doing a motorcycle ride. Through all that, at the end of it, he helped us raise awareness, so I ended up giving them my Purple Heart, one of them.
Wow, man.
And so, so from there, that's how I had to tell that part, because that's how it led me to a kid named Hunter Hayes.
Absolutely.
And like older country, he refuses to think he's older country, but Mark Wheels.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they've all been a part of I guess once you're brought into the fold, they say that they never let the country takes care of its own.
We wanted to thank the three of y'all for coming down and spending time with us. As we've said multiple times, freedom isn't free, and y'all put your lives on the line for the rest of us, and we didn't serve. Thank you for what you've done. Each one of the guys has a challenge coin they wanted to present y'all with.
Ah, man! You know I can't read, right?
But we just wanted to say thank you and for your service and everything you've done. You're part of the Trinity Oaks family now, so you're stuck with us.
Uh-oh.
If we can ever help you in any way, if there's ever anything you need, we're a phone call away.
Well, it's too early.
If you find an access, just let me know.
We're going to have an awesome concert by the campfire tonight, thanks to these guys. But thank you for what you've done, and it's not over yet. But we just wanted to say thank you.
Well,
one more
I
time.
just want to let you know that you ruined my life, because to experience life like this, well, like I said, I know you guys are on the same budget as me. Vets ball on a budget, and so we try to we rub pennies together, make things, and we would never have this opportunity to hunt. What's it called? Access. And what you guys do with the caregivers too is amazing. And I heard about your the Make-A-Wish kind of deal.
The dream trip.
That's awesome. And then what really I want to put my energy into is to get my buddy's kids, the Gold Star, out here, and man, it meant a whole lot to me. But I'm not gonna cry.
Man, I don't even drink.